the first two cars heading on the line right now. Now we have a marker coming to the finish line.
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
Sure, everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BFGoodrich HD terrain tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on, because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BFGoodrich, what are you building for?
Voted Yuma's best new car dealer, Alexander Ford is treating every day in November like Black Friday. Check out our new products like Bronco, Maverick, and Raptor arriving daily. Choose a 2023 Explorer and get as low as 0.9% financing. Browse one of the state's largest selection of Super Duties. Scan this code and go right to where the deals are at BillAlexanderFord.com. Plus, take a test drive and get an Amazon gift card. It's Black Friday every day at Alexander Ford. A difference you can count on.
All right, guys, we made it. We are here. How many of you guys are still awake? This is our final update of the 2023 Baja 1000. This is hour number 24. We've done 24 straight hourly updates for you guys on the hour, like always, on the top of the hour, every hour for 24 hours. So I hope some of you guys are still here. It looks like a few of you guys are. We had like over 12, almost 1,300 people on this earlier. We got 105 right now. So we got about a 10% finish ratio is what we got going on right here. So shout out to you 10%ers that are still there. Some more will probably join in a minute. But, oh, there we go. We just jumped up to 140. So we're already jumping up. All right. So hopefully you guys had fun of this coverage of the race. I am actually feeling tired now. I'm not going to lie. I've been up for 26 hours, which isn't that much. I've been up for like 36 before for some of these. So this is going to be the last hourly update I do, though. So here we go. We'll do one more for you guys. If you just joined us, Bryce Menzies is your unofficial winner. Luke McMillan is second. The Mike Walser truck is third. That's all the trophy trucks we really care about. The 1L, Gustavo Vidosola Sr. is leading the Legends class. The spec trucks, this really got kind of blown out of hand here. We got 298 Riley Herbst. He's the only one that's still moving up towards the front. The 219 was right with them for a while, but they had a little bit of downtime. So 219 is in second. Mike Mersal is in third. 277, Travis Williams is in fourth. Now, Class 1, we're going to run through these classes quick, and I'm not coming back. So this is your final update. You guys can go on the tracker page and look for yourself after this. All right, Class 1, we got Kyle Quinn leading, Brennan Gaughan in second. We got 168, Cody Reed, Devin House driving in third. So that is 1, 2, 3 in Class 1. We got another spec here. All right, Class 10. We're just going down the line here, boys. The 1,000 car is first. Oh, look at this, 1,800. So Pro UTV Open. We got Caden McCachran in the lead. Justin Lambert in second. So good battle, 1 and 2. Here, we'll shut off a couple of these things so we can make it a little more clear. But there you go. Caden McCacker first. Justin Lambert second. Brock Heeger third. Fourth is going to be Brandon Sims. Fifth is going to be Caden Wells. And sixth is going to be Mike Caffro. There's your top 6 in UTV Pro Open. Let's look at UTV forced induction. We got the 2917 Jason Murray. Then down here we got the 2948 Matt Burrows and 2944 Phil Blurton. Let's see if Phil Blurton's car is working. Oh, it is. His camera was working earlier, and it's not working again. So it was working earlier though. So cool to see his camera throughout the day. Thanks for the guys that were working on Phil Blurton's camera. That was fun to give us a view. The few times it was working, at the most of the time when I was watching it, when we weren't live, it was working great. So whatever. There's your top 3 in UTV forced induction. We don't care about anybody else. Let's see. Pro Stock UTV. They're back a ways because they're in a stock UTV. 3924. Ricardo is your leader now. 3900. Annabelle Lopez, 0 miles an hour in the middle of the Never Never. Not a good spot to be. Oh, here's a cool update. Lucy Block, the block car, is running 3rd in that class. I think they have the K on the end there as a little tribute to Ken. I forgot to mention that earlier. So it's pretty cool. They're the only car that has a letter on the end of it, and in a car class, and that's pretty cool. It's a K for Ken, I believe. So cool little shout out to them. That's probably Rodrigo and Pudia in there right now. He was going to drive the center section for them. So cool there. That's top 3. We don't care about anybody else. All right, next let's go to who else? Class 10. We already looked at them. It's 1-2-1600. All right, 1-2-1600. First one. Is that the first one way up here? Oh, we got a big gap now. Remember, these guys were pretty close all day. Pablo has taken a big gap from the 1656. So not too much of a battle in 1600 anymore. 1625 and 1628. That means that the UTVs are going to smoke the 1600 cars. Robbie Hendrickson will not be very excited about that. However, they're not even going to be close. The UTVs are way ahead of the 1600 cars. So that will settle that debate. All right, next debate, Class 8. Well, no debate. Is anybody running in Class 8? Where the hell are they? Way back down here, I guess Boy is still running in the 810, but he's got a long way to go. That's going to be a long day and a long night and a long morning for him tomorrow. Heavy metal. Anybody running in heavy metal? Looks like no. Everybody's done in heavy metal, I'm going to say. This guy at 300 is probably at the hotel in Loretto having a mimosa for breakfast right now. So the 8113, no. Probably heavy metal's done. Hammer truck, they've been done all day. These guys have been at the bar last night. They are, they're not even doing anything. King of the Hammers cars didn't show up very well for this race. So sorry, Rock Donkeys. You guys got to come back a little stronger to Baja. All right, Class 5 Unlimited, where we've got a few of them up here. These are the guys that were crying about their starting position. They got bumped up. Probably, should have been bumped up. The Eli Yee is at 0 miles an hour. That's not good. That's not going to help your starting position. Mike Belk, 0 miles an hour. That ain't going to help your starting position. Trey Hernquist, 35 miles an hour. He might be in the lead if those other guys stay at 0 for a little bit. Then the 523 is thinking about their life if they want to continue on into the Never Never, or they could just go up the nice highway that they're sitting at right now and call it a day. I might go up the highway. All right, next we have, who else do we have? Class 3. I don't even know what the hell this class is. We have the 303, Dave Sykes. Oh, this is the old Bronco class or something like that, right? So 303, Dave Sykes. I don't see any other cars. Oh, there's another car way down here. They're moving too. Wow, that's going to be a long day. All right, what's next? Class 5 1600. Did we already check on them? I don't know. We'll do it again. 558 is at mile 700. Huge lead. All he's got to do is keep it together over the 572. 15 miles an hour is not going to cut it. You better pick up the pace. What else do we got? A Baja Challenge. The BC cars. These cars usually all finish, so there's probably somebody way up here. Yeah, look at this. BC1 way up here. Kyle Tucker is way up there. He's smoking everybody. What is that, about a 150-mile lead over the BC2? A lot of these guys are like rental drivers that don't normally drive. It's a pretty cool experience. You can come and just get in a car and probably finish your Baja 1000. This is Roger's brother right here, Roger Norman's brother, Edward Muncie. Is it brother or brother-in-law? It might be brother-in-law. I forget. Then we have the BC3. Look, they're all moving, though. See, 61, 57. These guys never give up. 43. They have like 20 of these cars that follow behind them on the course with parts usually. So if you break something, you just get in the next car and put the number plate on it and keep going. All right, 7F, class 7F. Let's see, what do we got here? The 7F, 714 is also contemplating, but they are in first place, so they'll probably keep going if I was them. Justin Park, and look at that. I think you heard me. He's going 4 miles an hour now. Live update. Down here, the 719F, 45 miles an hour, way behind. The 704 is also way behind. I would suggest taking the highway and just go right up here and catch back up to the 71F. Take your BCP penalties and make it somewhat of a race. The 714 would be like, what the hell just happened? And it would at least make it exciting. That's what I would do. I've done it before. All right, class 7X, SX. Oh, what's up with all these 7 classes? 753 is at 0 miles an hour at Bay of LA. They're probably thinking about going fishing. There's pretty good fishing there for yellowtail this time of year. So they, with this massive lead that they have, they could probably go fishing all day and then come back and still be ahead of the 740 because they're not even moving. The 743 will be there in about a week at this mile per hour. 758 and the 757. All right, we're almost done here. We're almost to the bottom of the list. Stock full. This is the Ford Bronco class or the Ford Raptor class. It was Ford versus the Lexus. So there was some competition in this class. There's 2 cars in here. So we have the Ford Bronco R. No, not the Bronco. This is a Raptor R. So sorry, the Raptor R is also in Bay of LA. And then the Lexus is behind them, and they're moving. I thought the Lexus was out of the race, but...
All right, this is Weatherman with a Code Red update.
Weatherman coming in. We'll replay that in a minute. I think he's going to talk about the 7. So we, let's see, stock full, class 11. Oh, we like these guys. So class 11, Oliver is at mile 945. All right, so 945, he's looking pretty good. Look at that lead. He has a massive lead over the 1150 here. So the 1150 is down at mile 712. He's got over a 200-mile lead. That is massive. 200-mile lead. They're still moving, though. That's good. Eric Slorenzo, he's kind of what made everybody want to race this class probably when they saw Dust to Glory. 1100, still moving. 1143 hasn't tracked in a very long time. So that's it. Let's see. If you missed your class, sorry. Sportsman truck. Let's see. Sportsman truck. We got one way up there, 1435 at 640. Going to 650 almost. So that's a big lead once again. A lot of these classes just have major, like one guy that's way out front. 1416 at 0 miles an hour. 1491 at 0, 0, 0, and fishing on his way to Mulegé. So the sportsman truck class not looking too good. Most of them are out of the race. All right, so that's sportsman truck. All right, we're going to do a couple bike classes, and then that's it. We're almost done. All right. Pro Moto 30, I don't know because they already finished probably. The Ironman, this is really the only class we care about in bikes. So we're going to go back up. Check on the Ironman. All right, 723. They're north of San Felipe. So here we go. We have a Ironman bike that is north of San Felipe. Edgar has been out in front all day. It's definitely pretty cool to see him out front. He's got a massive lead. Look at that thing over the 720. Another 200-mile lead there almost, 150-mile lead. 720 is moving. Now, 718 on course, 712, 785. And now check it out. The 741 finally realized which way to go. So this is our buddy. If you guys just joined us and you didn't hear yesterday, this guy right here, he flew from Austria. He flew to San Diego or came to San Diego. He went on Craigslist. He found this bike that he's riding right here. He bought it in San Diego, and then he rode it all the way down to La Paz. He didn't have a truck because he just flew over here. So he's like, how am I going to get my bike down there? Screw it, I'll ride it. So he rode his bike all the way down to La Paz. And then when he got there, he had no tire left. So then he had to scrounge up some tires. He didn't have a dry brake on your bike, which you have to. He had to find a dry brake. He didn't have a sat phone. He had to buy a sat phone or rent a sat phone. And then he didn't have any pits. So I think he's just using the Ironman pits that these guys set up. So anyways, he was doing really good all day. He was running in second place all day. Then he had a little bit of trouble here. This Catavina loop, it's not for beginners, and not that he's a beginner bike rider. He's a beginner Baja rider, and the Catavina loop really got to him. It took some wind out of his sails. He got over here. We saw him eating once again. The second time we saw him eating. Then he was stopped right here at like check 3 forever. Then he drove down here, and he was sitting right here for a while. But then he started going backwards up the course, And then I was like, okay, maybe he's done on the highway. But then he went on the course over here, and then he stopped again, and then he came back down and he got back on the course. So we're not sure if he's delirious or what he's doing, but it's good to see the 741 is going the correct direction on the course at this time. So that is a big win for the 741. Now let's go look at the Ironman quads, because I guarantee you someone out there will complain if I don't show the quads. So here's the the 6 or whatever there are. 96A is the first Ironman quad. Second is 90A and 91A. That's actually a good battle right there. If they drive together, they can become a 4-wheel vehicle times 2. So that would be kind of cool. Look, their numbers are in sync too. So the 90 and the 91 are battling it out. They've been awake for, 36 hours almost. These guys started at 1 a.m. Midnight time, Pacific time, not yesterday, the day before. So that's crazy. These guys have been awake forever. Most of these guys probably took naps, honestly, for a little bit. All right. I think that concludes our Baja 1000 tracking. Look at all these cars. These guys are going to be going for a long time. That's a Baja 1000 Peninsula run right there for you. That's a perfect look at it. We are at day 2. Day 1 is all gone. We're at day 2 at 8 a.m. and look at those cars all spread out down the peninsula. Pretty cool to see. And yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I hope you guys enjoyed the updates here. We did 24 hours straight of them. We don't go to sleep like some other people do. We don't take naps. We don't do any of that. We stay awake until the first truck finishes, plus at least a few hours like we did here. And I might be awake for a little bit more, but this is going to be the last update that I'm going to do for you guys. So big thank you to all of our supporters that have been with us pretty much since the beginning, most everybody. KMC Wheels, John Bidding, been there since day 1. F&L Racing Fuel, Brian Busby, the Cullens, big thanks to them. 4-Wheel Parts, BFG Tires, still the best tire out there, even though they didn't win today. They got real close. Alexander Ford, go get your Ford from Alexander. Jeff Alford and Ultra Beer. Now we can go have some beers. That might wake us up a little bit maybe. Polaris Razor, King Shocks, Unlimited RV, Baja Designs. You really needed your Baja Designs for this one because you were driving at night more than you were in the daytime. Vision Canopy, those come in handy when it's hot out. Boxo Tools, so you can fix your shit when you break it. And CT Raceworks makes some pretty awesome UTV parts. Go check them out. And thanks to all of you guys for tuning in. You guys made it a lot of fun. We hit some record numbers on this one for viewers. So that was pretty cool to see all you guys out there. And the amount of stuff that you guys tagged me in on the story and everything was insane. Literally, I couldn't keep up with it. As soon as I was done doing this update, I'd go in there and like there was 100 new DMs every single time after I did a 20-minute update. So thank you to all of you guys on the course everywhere. And anybody who sent us split times or pictures or anything, it's always really appreciated. And I think that's it. I think I covered the basis. Good luck to everybody. I do wish a good recovery to the 7X rider that crashed. Hopefully he's going to make a full recovery. And we need to get helicopters to fly at night in Mexico. That's the last thing I'm going to say on that. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys next race. I don't even know what it'll be yet. Maybe San Felipe, King of the Hammers. It'll be King of the Hammers. So we'll see you guys next year on Fishgistics. But we will do a wrap-up show. So we'll see you in the wrap-up show. I'll announce it probably next week once everybody gets back. All right, see you guys.